following podcast may be explicit. One Joe Young presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. Hi, and welcome back to Adventures from the Shed. We are here again, 4/5, that's a real fraction, of the Adventures from the Shed cast. I'm Joe, and I'm the DM for this Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. And let's say hi to the other three guys who are with me tonight.
Hey, this is Chris. I'm playing Abraxas, the Dragonborn Paladin.
Hi, I'm Eli. I'm playing Aerith Siegfried, the Human Fighter.
I'm Randy. I'm playing Miles Mize, the Bard Extraordinaire.
I like Miles Mize, by the way. It's almost poetic in and of itself. So, yeah. Extraordinary.
The OG Eminem.
Nice.
Wubba lubba do I gotta tell you that I'm the rap guy? I don't know.
Oh, did you mention his new nickname on the last one? I don't think you did.
No. We did that off air. It's now Miles Pickaxe Finder.
Nice.
Mize. I was about to say my name for some reason. Right, Bill?
Randall?
We're just going to start calling people Bill from now on. Yeah.
All right, so you guys go ahead
NPCs.
and kind of recap what we did. I'll leave it up to you guys to sort that through, and I'm going to be looking at a couple of things while you do that.
Well, we started with a spider combat. Just a wee little spider, roughly the size of a Great Dane.
He's a little bigger than that.
Yeah.
Boy.
That was a fast encounter, thanks to the hard work of Miles and Abraxas, just cutting it to bits.
I got myself poisoned, though.
You did get poisoned. Plus side, I managed to harvest some poison, so who knows?
Yeah.
I might be able to make an antitoxin.
Abraxas got to help out a little bit during that fight.
Yeah, man.
Hey, he's tanking. He's doing his job.
Oh, yeah. He's the real MVP right there. Most vulnerable play. Oh, wait.
Yeah, a little bit. Especially with these rolls. Yeah, I found 2 long swords, 2 daggers, and some gold and silver in a little pile that the spider tried to hide away.
And a wolf and a deer corpse. That was pleasant.
Probably should have took that to eat later. Man,
They were all like pruny and shriveled.
yeah, like jerky. It's all right.
I do not want to have spider venom brined jerky.
It probably
sounds like
tastes
all
amazing. It
kinds
might be
of
amazing.
nasty.
We have no idea.
So Abraxas was feeling a little bellish, so we went ahead and camped out for the night.
Yep. You guys should tell about your watches again, how you slacked off and didn't investigate it.
Look, buddy, you were poisoned. Belle was
I
having a
wasn't
nervous
poisoned at the time. I was just wounded at the time.
Oh, wow, look
Fight,
at me. I got
Little fight
hurt.
action. Look at these marks. Look at it, huge.
What marks? We had a long rest. They're completely gone. It just wasn't a smart idea to go investigate. Nor was it a smart idea to wake everybody up to investigate.
Somebody needed their beauty sleep.
We probably could have just sent Bell out there and he would have came back with some crazy story later on.
You could have put
And
him in
like-
And a whole comic book written about it.
That or
Yeah.
there's 2 bodies being drug around.
Ooh.
Could be one guy with small feet. We just don't notice because he's got small feet.
Maybe
We
2
didn't-
people with small feet.
We didn't check to see the foot size of those corpses. Ooh,
average. Let's call them average.
okay.
Yeah.
They were not. There was nothing to indicate that was the 2 adventurers.
Yeah, I looked for distinguishing marks, and I didn't see anything at all, so...
Yeah, that's something I definitely would have let Bell notice because he knew one of the guys, at least by name and recognition. He wasn't like a friend or something.
Miles was looking for a story like, oh, this is Big Bearded Bob, and he went out to Bill, and he went out to...
Well, that's who he is now. I mean, come on. All right.
Bob's a trapdoor guy.
Yeah, that Bob. He was big bearded, but really thin.
So, Joe, and granted I had a 13 on the roll, but I assume I only noticed one person being dragged through that pile of tracks.
You wouldn't. I mean, you came to the assumption that somebody was being dragged, but there's no guarantee that's what it was. How about that?
Right, yeah, so I couldn't even be wrong. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like a boot dragging. I can tell you that it
Looks like one of the good old country boot dragons.
Yeah,
Oh my lordy, that does
it's the
take
boot
me back.
dragon boogie. The
Boot dragon
You could become a
boogie.
cobbler and be a boot dragon.
Oh my God!
that's nice.
That might be a title, Joe.
Yeah,
Mark
I was
that
about to
down.
say. I think that's
Boot
episode
dragon?
title.
All right, now I need to take a note of that. So
Yeah, you could become a cobbler, and then you would be a boot dragon. That's pretty good. That's not too shabby.
Cobbler.
I know what I can
prefer
go into a
boot dragon.
business after this. You could have the inn. I'll have the cobbling thing next to boot dragon right next door.
Eli could be smithing Siegfried.
We have our retirement plans. We're setting up our retirement plans after this.
I'm just going to take up the poor section.
You got to get your kid through college first.
Yeah, I
before you
can't-
get
I
a
can't-
retirement plan.
Think about my retirement. I gotta get.
You
I
got to
gotta
make
put
the
my.
money.
I gotta pay tuition. I gotta support the house, the wife, the kid. Probably kids in the future.
Kids.
Too many more falls like last had earlier in the adventure. Maybe not.
Hey, I don't need this head up here to make more children. Okay.
So are we assuming these tracks are going in the way we need to go? Or we were going because we were heading northwest at the time.
Well, let's put it this way. Before we set off again, does anybody else want to take a look at the tracks?
Yeah, because I was the one that checked it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Siegfried will go ahead and take a look, see if he can examine
Let's do
them in the daylight.
Bill normally would, but he's a little twitchy right now still.
Yeah.
This
He's nervous.
This would be more investigation, right? Since I'm getting more like actively involved in it.
Yeah, since you already know that there are tracks there and you're looking for something that, yeah.
Right here, there's
looks
tracks
like
right here.
clues. Yeah.
Check
All
these out,
right.
man.
Although that doesn't really help you.
Oof.
I'm looking
Yep.
at your sheet. I'm
That,
fine with perception, by the way.
I already rolled 8 - 1 7.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm sticking with my guns here. Yep. Looks
Those
like
are tracks.
something moved through here.
All right. Did Randy? Did you want Miles to take a look? Nobody's discovered anything new. Do you feel like you could outdo them when it comes to looking at footprints?
Miles will give it a shot. He's, just, like I said, still new to adventuring, so
Yeah.
he's like, maybe I can have some luck, First time's a charm for everything.
Out of the box thinking, perhaps.
What would that be? Perception? So
Or
Perception
investigation.
works. You could do investigation, perception.
I think they're all pretty much the same. I didn't put any points. 0 for investigation. Perception is
That's a +1.
+1, so I got a whole 9. So yeah, no, didn't see
I
anything.
got a niner.
Yeah. You
My
tried
trusty
your
red
luck
die
and
is
you
not
rolled
working.
like.
That's a bummer,
Hey,
man.
it's the 8 is next to the 20, so it should have been.
Yeah. But isn't the 2 as well?
The 8 is next
right.
to 10, 16, and 20 is the closest. All
So
those
you
would've-
got no further clues. Everybody sees essentially the same thing. You come to your own conclusion what it is, and the footprints you see look like old worn boots and a dragged line of like a boot heel, the whole boot, whatever. But it's a line like it's been dragged.
The whole boot, and nothing but the boot.
Yeah.
You can't handle the boot.
Miles can't apparently.
Nope.
Kicked him in the ribs. Started throwing a fit. Wake up,
You
soldier.
guys.
It just gave you payback, that's all.
Hey,
So
but I'm used to it.
or heading off the next morning, you're still going to go the northwest route as much as possible towards where we believe the
Yeah,
City of the
we're
Lost
assuming.
is.
Yeah.
Through the morning into mid-afternoon, let's call it 2, 3 in the afternoon, there is unmistakable sounds of some chattering humanoid things up in front of you. You see little shapes, and Miles immediately recognizes the sound of goblins,
Oh,
plural.
those little bastards are up ahead.
And it definitely, from where you are now, it looks like it's probably a camp, and there's just a bunch of shouting and cavorting, if you will.
You guys ready to take out some small people? Sorry, Bill.
Close your eyes.
Don't listen. Close your
I
eyes.
mean, do we need to talk to these guys? So you just want to go in and start busting heads? I mean, I know you got a thing, but come on, man. They might give us some information.
What exactly
Okay.
are we dealing with?
Just because I don't like them doesn't mean I'm instantly going to attack them.
I mean, we need to, we're not sure where we're going. We need to figure out if they got something for us.
These jerks aren't the ones that took over the bar, so.
Oh, it's goblins?
The Goblin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He unmistakable sound and look of goblins. So I'm looking to. I took a quick look. Nobody has Goblin listed as a language.
Nope.
So you're just hearing the chattering now. Some high pitched voices. They're all from this distance. You can see they're all short creatures, and they don't appear to have taken any notice of you.
Miles may have learned a few swear words.
You probably hear that. It's like every 20th word or so you think, did he just say right?
And they were roommates.
Foul mouth little creature. Foul mouth. What you guys want to do?
How many are we talking here? Like double digits?
From here, you can clearly make out 4 or more.
All right.
Doable.
Does any one of them look like a leader, or they're just all a pile of rabble?
Unless you want to get closer to where they might see you, right now you can't really tell.
All right, I want to get closer.
All right. Are you going to be stealthy about it at all?
No, I'm just going to start walking towards them like I'm here for business.
Miles is going to walk right next to him and put the pickaxe over his shoulder.
Oh, yes. Brandish
Wants to look
shiny.
as intimidating as possible.
Cool. You approach to, let's say, about 50 feet or so. We're going to say around 50 feet. And one of them snaps his head in your direction, and he starts chattering stuff to the other ones, and they like scatter around quickly and start grabbing spears they had laying against rocks. And this is a little camp they had set up. Looks temporary, but like semi-temporary.
Okay, so one guy started giving orders.
Not really. He just told everybody else what he saw.
Okay.
And if you had to guess, they don't have a leader.
All right,
they're just chaotic, and I don't mean by alignment. They're just it's just a little bundle of these goblins just grabbing for spears. And
all right, goblin mosh pit. Here we go.
It's a gosh
pit.
It's a
mosh. The gosh pit. It's an gosh pit.
So what do you guys want to do here?
So
we're going to go into initiative. We're going to talk to them. What do you want to do?
Well, how many are there now? For sure.
You can clearly see 5, but the others could be behind little tents they have set up.
Gotcha.
Or inside, for that matter. But outside, within 5 seconds, they've grabbed the spears because that's what they do.
All right, I'm gonna hold my hands out like I'm just in common.
Yeah.
No hurt, just here to talk. Just talk.
Yeah.
I'll hold out a couple silver pieces. Clink some silver pieces together. Talk for money. Talk for money.
The shortest one there steps forward. And he says, what are you doing in our lands?
We're lost. Maybe you could help us.
Lost. How many more coins do you have?
I have a whole bag of these. If you want them?
Maybe we can take them from your dead bodies.
Well, that's not going to happen. You can only see 2 of us, but there's a lot more, and I'm bigger than all of you put together. So work that out in there.
We're just a scouting party.
I don't have a high intelligence.
Neither do I. So,
None of us.
Actually, I think his is higher than yours.
Oh, man.
I think you have +0, right? For intelligence.
No, I got -1, man.
Oh yeah, the goblin's smarter than you.
Yeah, I guess he could at least, work it out. Money for info is a pretty good deal.
Me and my army could kill all of you. Really fast, too. Like, really, really, really fast.
Well, I would slowly roast you to death with my flaming breath. Would you like that? I'll roll intimidation if I need to.
You a second time.
Are you French goblins?
The worst.
The worst. He's the worst kind of goblins. All right, Miles, I'm with you, man. I can't stand French goblins.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
All right,
Them's fighting words.
How far away from are we? These guys? We're still 50.
One of them
unladen
stepped
swallow
forward.
slight.
Yeah, African or European?
I don't know that. Anyway, you guys approached to approximately 50 feet when they noticed you. You noticed them.
Yeah,
I mean, a little
start.
bit more distance has been closed because you're not shouting at each other.
No,
but you're a good 30 feet away. How
Boy
about
meets
that?
goblin, goblin meets boy. They have a
Yes.
conversation.
Tale as old as time.
Goblin smarter than
man.
boy.
Let me
Much.
tell you about the goblins and the boys.
Goblin has more friends and talks to them behind our backs.
So
right,
it's like
I want to basically run at that guy and punt him because he's just being irrational.
So
Well,
I
I
love
guess
the
we
smell
should
of goblin
see.
punting in the morning.
We need to roll initiative.
he's
Nah.
clearly got I think we call it big dog syndrome.
Yeah.
He is puffing out
Chihuahua
his chest,
syndrome.
threatening you, riling up the other guys while this is going on.
Oh,
Yeah,
Miles is right
okay.
next to you. He was ready for this too. He's charging up as well.
Yeah, I'm running him to see if I can punt this dude. So I guess it's initiative.
Let's go for initiative and see if you get there.
Ugh.
All right. Find my page. No spider
I
anymore.
am going to split the goblins into two groups. I'm not going to roll them individually.
No
And
bell.
I will give you two numbers, Randy, to put there for me.
G1, G2.
The first one is 11. The second is behind the window.
To the wall. To the goblin. fall,
6.
fall.
So 11 and 6 for me this time. No 18s.
To the goblin starts.
I got a nat 20.
Nice. So unless anyone else rolls a natural 20, you'll be going first, regardless of the
Sweet.
end result.
I was wondering what the B was. I'm like, it came up 20. I'm like, oh, sweet. I guess the B for Beyond, for D&D Beyond, it's like a nat 20.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. So I have a 12 plus 3 is 15.
Yes, it is.
Siegfried.
I almost had to go to the calculator.
Quick math.
What does Siegfried got? What does Siegfried got?
So what I plan for Siegfried is to stay out of combat,
Okay.
completely, until it looks like they need help, and then throw myself into the initiative.
Okay, so you can just enter whatever number you want at that point.
I mean, if that's how you
Yeah.
roll it, then heck yeah.
Exactly, because at this point you're waiting for the opportunity to jump in, and you'll
Just
jump
waiting.
in when you want. It won't be on anybody else's schedule, unless
for
of course
stance
somebody
number.
comes up behind you and puts a spear between your ribs.
I mean, I didn't say that I was walking up with them. I'm still in the woods.
Yes, yeah. Well, you're back with Belle, definitely.
Yeah, I have a very
Okay.
specific plan in mind.
Yeah.
For keeping me company.
I'm sure we'll try to foil your plan as best we can.
Shake, shake, shake.
Exactly.
Shake, shake.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
Okay,
Follow me in.
so...
I'll just
All
read
right,
the map.
So it's definitely going to start off with Abraxas. What did
Yes.
Miles have?
It was
15, I think.
15. Yeah.
Yeah. So my plan is to do... go ahead.
Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a goblin in between you guys because I don't want to do them all as one group.
Okay.
So put one of my goblins right above yours, Miles,
Okay.
and the other one at the end.
Sounds good.
Okay. So my plan was when I was running up is just to punt this dude right in the head. You know?
Okay. And he will
Hold
be
on.
part of group 1. I think you said you were doing G1, G2?
Yep.
All right. So the dude that was doing the talking and the boasting and the blustering, he is part of group 1.
See
So
if I
that's the
can
one
kick
you're headed for.
Yeah, we'll see if I can
Let's,
kick his head off.
Let's give a kick his head off roll.
All right. Unarmed strike.
Yeah.
That is a 14.
That's going to hit.
All right. Damage is 4 damage to the face meats.
You probably don't lift your foot up too high either, so it might not
Yeah.
just that straightforward kick at like 3 or 3.5 feet high.
Just right underneath the chin.
So you take him off guard. You just moved in too fast for him. And you actually kick him. His eyes roll back in his head, and he falls back on his back like unconscious.
Awesome.
He's going to feel that in the morning.
Well, yeah, they're going to leave a mark, too.
Yeah. And the other guys just kind of, they stand there for a second. We're going to skip over the first group of goblins and go right to Miles here because they're kind of like, holy crap, what just happened? We're going to give them a moment of silence for the unconsciousness of their shorty.
Shorty number one.
Miles is going to run up next to Abraxas and just kind of wait for them to close in because they were still 50 feet back, right?
No, well, at this point, everybody was within 30 feet when you were talking to each other.
Oh, okay. If it was 30 feet, then he's going to go towards the group, and he's going to add one in the face.
Nice. Let's do it.
You need to pick ads. Uh-oh.
You didn't roll one, did you?
Yeah, he hit me in the shin, probably.
Did you roll a 1?
We're number 1.
Nice.
He was number 1.
After I hit the table, it's a 10.
You were attacking with the pickaxe?
Yeah, he's going to slam down
though.
with the ads.
Okay.
He wants to turn them into ads' fault.
Do me a favor and roll damage for that. I don't know if we established what pickaxe damage was.
I'd assume. I don't know. You want to get like hand axe?
I just wrote down. What did I write down? I just wrote down magic pickaxe. There was nothing, no information.
All right. So for now, put next to it 1d8. That way we know what to roll next time. And that's what I want you to roll now. And add your strength modifier.
I am hurting myself. I'm taking it.
No, this is how much it's going to be stuck into the ground.
Oh, okay. 4 plus strength is 1, 5.
All right. So the goblin that you're swinging at sees it coming a mile away, and he just like quickly steps to his left, and the pickaxe just goes straight down into the ground and buries itself like about 5 inches into the ground, and it's not coming up right away.
Oh, geez.
So that's going to be stuck there. And then the other, the ones I'm calling the other group of goblins, so 3 others at this point are going to, well, we're going to have 2 of them throw a spear at Abraxas. 2 of them throwing 1 spear. No, 2 each throwing a spear.
That's how big the spear is.
Yeah. And let me get those numbers quickly. Let's see.
All right, Miles, I said always look cool, not the opposite.
I was trying to look cool. It's my first time swinging this thing.
That's a good point.
Use the pointy end next time.
This roller keeps putting him right behind there.
I want him to feel it before he dies.
So one of the spears is going to hit because I got an 18 on the die. The other is going to miss because I got a 9 on the die. We're going to go with 4 damage for Abraxas.
All right.
So the spear doesn't stick into you, but it definitely
cuts in.
Hits a chink in the armor and hits and hurts quite a bit before it falls down to the ground.
All right. How many are grouped together here?
So
2
we're
and 3?
Treated as 2 and 3. The first group was Shorty and another guy, and the second group is 3 other goblins.
Okay. Sounds good.
And that is who is currently engaged to you. And we're back up to the beginning. So Abraxas.
All right. I'm going to breathe fire on that group of 3 guys.
Okay.
So they have to make a dex save. The DC is 11 for half damage.
What kind of area can you cover with that?
15-foot cones. I'm hoping to get all 3 of them.
Yeah, you'll get them because they're all within that space. I guess technically you might get all of them. Yeah, let's do this. You're able to aim it. So let's give me a D4 and add 2. You're definitely going to hit 2. And let's see or 3, I mean. And let's see if you end up hitting more.
So D4 add 2?
Yeah.
That's 6.
All right, so the fire is going to at least touch every one of them. And what is it now? Remind me what they need to roll.
They need a dex save. The DC is 11, and on half damage, if they succeed, it's half damage. If not, they get full damage.
Okay, I'm going to roll them as the 2 groups, and I've got a 12 for the first group and a 2 for the second group. And what is the damage that you do?
Damage is 9.
Okay. So the second group, which is the group of 3 that you were mainly aimed towards,
Yep.
they start to crackle, sizzle, and their little goblin death screams hang in the air for a moment. And the other 2 you said take half damage?
Yes.
No, cruel
So the guy that you knocked out on the ground just has flames go over the top of him and that singe his nose and his hair catches fire.
Eyebrows are gone.
Yeah, and the front of his clothes.
I really
is
just
a
want to get
little
his
bit of fire.
eyebrows.
But and then the other one that was standing next to him that was still holding his spear, he didn't throw it. He catches on fire and he starts to dance around. So he's still alive, but he's probably isn't attacking you right away. And we're going to skip them, that group, and go right to Miles. So Miles, you've got what appears to be just one living goblin on fire.
Was it the one I was attacking or trying to attack, I should say?
Let's say yes, because it gives more drama to it.
Okay, so this might seem a little cruel, but what I want to do is kind of grapple this guy, and since I slammed the ad side down, I kind of want to shove him.
Oh my
onto-
god!
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, that's cruel. I love
So
it.
that is awesome.
Because he's jumping around on fire, he's going to be hard to grab. Let's do a dexterity roll, and I want you to hit 15 or better.
My dex is a +3, so
Actually, if you have athletics, we could do that.
Athletics is a +1.
Yeah, so go with your dex then.
rather do dex. Yeah, I keep minimizing the video. Okay,
But you are, it says you're proficient in dexterity +5 on the sheet that I have.
+5.
Oh, that's a saving throw. Sorry, I'm looking at that spot.
Okay, well,
I
I
had it
rolled,
scrolled down.
I rolled an 18, so it's 21.
All right, so you got him. And because of the nice roll, you won't take any fire damage. And what did you do now with him? So you grab him however you like. and
I
do
grabbed
whatever you
him.
want.
Okay, so when I had the pickaxe, I was slamming ad side down. So when that got stuck, it got stuck with the pointy end up. So I'm just grabbing this dude and just shish kebabbing him right onto the thing.
All right, when you put him on there, there's virtually no resistance. And when the tip of the pickaxe pokes through him, the goblin blood rolls off it like Teflon.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's nice. Nice feature.
So remember, the pickaxe is all new and shiny, like it was never used. It continues that way on the part that's sticking out of the goblin.
Nice.
There's nothing else going on in the camp. You don't hear any other goblins at this point. What's your next step? We'll drop out of initiative to talk about what we're doing next and enter it again if we need to.
Cool. It's a guy I kicked in the face. Is he dead or just unconscious?
He is now dead because his face burned.
The
He
fire.
stopped breathing,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Oh, by the way, Siegfried, they didn't need your help.
I'm aware. I'm going to
I
stay
guess
back just in case there are more goblins, because let's
Okay.
face it, there are always more goblins.
Would you give me a perception roll, please, Siegfried?
Absolutely.
I'm going to remove
Perception.
Goblin from the pickaxe.
It comes off pretty easy.
Yes,
It's
slides
probably
right
easier
on.
to get the goblin off the pickaxe and the pickaxe out of the ground.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the plan.
I got a 19 plus 3, 22.
That's a crap ton. All right, as Miles is pulling the goblin off and whatever Abraxas is doing, as that's happening, you do see more movement in the forest surrounding the camp area. And you're not sure what it is because of your distance at this point, but there is movement over there on both sides.
Bill, I need this back. Taking the shield.
Okay.
Follow.
He'll go hide behind a tree.
I'm captain of the tree.
And I'm going
Jason's
to...
going to love listening to this.
So,
I know. He's gonna be like, you
hearing
fucking
the sounds in the tree, in the trees, and like the little vague bits of movement in...
It's clear bits of movement. You just can't tell what they are from the distance. That's all.
There's no webs in this tree, is
Okay.
there?
webs.
In Draconic, Siegfried is going to shout out, "The trees! The trees!" clanging his hand axe against his shield as he runs into the clearing that his buddies are in.
Miles, I love that Rush song. Do you think he's talking about that?
Oh, man.
Yeah, he's just shouting at the top
what's your
of his
reaction
lungs.
at this point between Miles hearing the shouting and the clanging and Abraxas actually hearing the trees, the trees?
Well, I want to look to see if I could spot something first. Do we have
The
people
trees?
in the trees, like actually in the limbs, or like they just hiding in
Do
ground level?
a perception check quickly, please.
All right.
Same with Miles
Okay.
if he's just going to go, well, what the heck's going on?
I got a 17 on my perception check.
Whoa. No, 3 plus whatever.
All right. So, Miles, you don't quite make it out, maybe because you didn't understand the Draconic and you're not sure where to look because Siegfried's back there banging his axe against his shield. So maybe you're just looking at him like, what the hell are you doing? But Abraxas does see, especially clearly from where you are, right on the edge of the trees outside of this little camp the goblins set up. There are definitely more goblins on both sides. And it looks like they're just about ready to shoot arrows at you. They have bows strung and knocked with arrows pulled back, and they're getting ready. It looks like they're ready to release.
Are they
Because you had that 20 initiative, I'll give you a chance to act before they do if you want.
So are they up in trees or just in the tree line?
No,
Or
they're at
actually
the tree
up?
line. They're on the ground.
Okay. And how many did you say, or just?
I'd say at least 3 on each side.
All right.
We're taking this as you took maybe 3 to 4 seconds to look really quickly towards the trees, and you're seeing there's a group on either side of the road, the path, and outside of the camp that the goblins.
What's going on, Braxy?
What's the distance from us to the tree line?
About 25 feet.
All right. Follow me, Miles, and I just start charging off.
All right.
Technically, I can get there, I guess, in the attack. If it's only
We're
25
going to
feet.
jump back into that same initiative order. And Arithmus, where do you want Arithmus? Where do you want Siegfried to come in? That's what I was going to say, so I might as well say it. Eli, where do you want Siegfried to come in?
I want Siegfried to be coming in, if at all possible, before the opposite line of archers would be.
So let's put the order this way for now. We have Abraxas at the top, the right side goblins next, Miles, and then the left side goblins.
Okay.
So at this point, you pick where you want Siegfried to fall in that order.
Where is Abraxas running to? Left side or right side goblins?
If I could pick, I'll say left side.
Okay. And that's left from your perspective, Siegfried. So when you're looking ahead of you, left, right.
So we both went left, so if you want to go cover right, that would be amazing.
That's the plan. Y'all charge that line, I'm going to take this one.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, so Abraxas, let's go for your role, your action. What is it you want to do?
Yeah, I'm running in, and with the halberd, just going to take a swipe at the guy.
They are separated by about 8 feet or so. So you're definitely able to charge one, but they're not in a close group like the guys were in the camp.
My halberd is a 10-foot reach. If you want to get crazy, can I get crazy and try to whoa?
Let's put it this way: depending
roll
on your
good enough,
roll,
maybe. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, that works.
With a 20, we can always do something.
Tie it to your non-existing tail.
Yeah, yeah, right. 17, 12 plus 5 on that one.
All right, so you'll definitely hit.
Damage is an 8.
Okay. What does it look like when you kill this guy?
So this guy, if I'm killing him, I want to come down on his collarbone here and slice through his chest.
Oh, jeez.
Nice. I'm going to say when you do that, you also cut the
bow
string on the bow.
Yeah, everything.
And the arrow just kind of flies a little wild, and it's just it's a mess. Yeah. And the blood doesn't just drip off of your halberd.
Oh no, I don't even clean it. I just leave the stuff on there. Oh yeah.
You're going to infect the other people you hit.
I know. I'm such a jerk.
You just gave this goblin spider disease.
Yeah, I know. Good luck with that, buddy.
Spider
So next is what, the right side ones?
Yeah, sounds
He's
right.
the right one. Yeah.
Sounds correct.
And Erythnus wanted to get in there before that. You started about 50 feet away, but you were moving forward, hitting your shield. So I'm going to give you a 30-foot range as you start your turn.
So that's 30 feet before I get to the...
As you start your turn, you're 30 feet away.
All right. My speed remains 30 with shield and armor equipped. So I'm charging this first goblin in the archer line, and I'm just gonna be just one by one every turn. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. And you said you're using your hand axe?
Yes, because I'm equipping my shield.
Cool. So let's go ahead with that attack on the first goblin.
Go, hand axe.
Go, gadget, hand axe.
Ooh, beautiful. 18 plus 5, 23.
Yeah, you'll hit him. Let's see what you got for damage.
1d6 plus 3 slashing damage. Ha! Nice. Yeah. 4. 1 plus 3.
All right. So you hit him, and you definitely hurt him. There's a slice right across his chest. And it looks like you've interrupted his bow shot, but he is still alive and, well, not kicking. He's alive. He's standing there. And now it's their turn, that group. So I am going to let this guy try to pull a dagger out and stab you. We'll do that one first.
First word he said was, your mother.
Your mama. Let's see. This is 14 plus 4. Oh, they have a plus 4 to hit. So 18.
Yeah. That is my armor class exactly.
All right. So he hits you for what will be a small amount of damage, I'm sure.
Goblin's got some skills.
Yeah. This guy grabs a dagger out of his belt while his chest is bleeding, and he rolls 1 plus 2. So they're 3 damage to you. He didn't quite do as much as you did, but
my ankle.
He got you back. And then the other 2 launch arrows towards. We'll just pick one at Miles and one at Abraxas. They're just shooting across the road to where you guys are, because that's who they had in their sights before their turn started.
Gotcha.
Are they in melee range of me, or just the one?
Just the one. The next one is, again, like 8-ish feet away. They're not right next to each other. They're separated a little bit. Let's go with a D20 roll, which is every one of these I roll goes behind another window. 11 is 11 against Miles.
14 AC.
Your AC's higher. Yep.
14. Yep.
And against Braxis, it is. Ooh, I got the B on the die, Braxis.
Damn it.
Yeah. So
You already took damage too.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt pretty good. Should probably heal myself after this.
I normally take the static damage, so I'm going to do that and double it. So their static damage in the monster manual is 5. So we're going to say it's 10.
Oh,
That's more than I got.
Oh,
is it?
Yeah, I already had 7 left.
Didn't you heal up during the night?
No, he took damage from the first time.
Oh,
Yeah, I just took damage from the spear attack.
Yeah.
So that arrow just buries itself in your back, and you fall forward, I guess, like timber.
And the goblins scatter.
Yes. Yeah. And you guys see that. And then we've got Miles is up next.
What the? You guys are going to pay for that. And now I'm going to swing upwards with the ad side. No, let's just pick him. We're going to pick him in the face.
So you're going to go. Remind me, you hit that guy. No, you didn't hit him.
No, we both
what happened
charged.
when you got there?
We both charged the other 2, but he got to go, and then you switched to.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's your turn.
one
I'm
got
sorry.
dead.
Yeah. So this is the second one. One got killed. The second one, yes.
Yeah, because he.
I mixed up the 2 groups in my notes, and now I got it straight.
Yeah. So we're on the left side. So I'm.
Yep.
Going to go after this
There
one.
are 2 left on each side.
15 plus 1 is 16.
That hits.
Okay, and pointy side, but it's still 8.
an 8, so
Yep.
an 8
Whoa!
Oh,
Wow.
plus 1.
What's that
Or
look
do we
like?
plus? Oh, well, I did swing up, so I guess I just nailed him right in the jaw, straight up, lifting him up about 3 feet, and then
Yep.
lowered him back down.
Yeah.
And
So
you're
that happens.
next.
Yeah, that happens. Without a doubt. Done. The pickaxe comes out shiny, and the
Self-cleaning weapon.
next is that one remaining goblin where you and Abraxas are. You're still up, so that goblin's going to let that arrow go, and let's go with that roll. That one is a. Oh crap! I just rolled the B again.
I only have one healing spell, guys.
And so that's 10. Same number.
I only have 9,
Oof.
naturally.
All right, so we got 2 lucky goblin archers for sure. So that means that Miles will fall. Now, at this point, there's 1 goblin on that side, left side. 2 goblins remain on the right side. Well, 2.5, right? No, 2, because you got half. It's half. It's where I said I mixed it up earlier. So 2.5 on that side. And now it is your turn. Yeah. So first, let's do a death saving throw for Abraxas.
Am I just doing a Constitution save? Is that what it is?
I believe it's just a D20.
Yeah, I was going to say,
and
the
then
death saving
11
throw
or
is just
higher is
yeah.
a success. And then 10 and lower is a failure. If memory serves correct.
Well, I have a 12, if that means anything.
Okay, so you save this time.
Yeah.
If you roll like a 20, you automatically get 1 hit point and become conscious or something like that.
Yeah.
And then after that is Siegfried.
Ooh, okay. How far are my companions from me?
Other side of the camp.
We're going to say 30 to 40 feet-ish.
30 to 40 feet-ish?
Yeah. They're not both equidistant from you. So one's a little closer than the other. We'll say Miles is a little closer than Abraxas.
All right. Well, here's the hoping. What the heck? Come on. No.
What are we
The
hoping?
right page. Here's the hoping that Miles has a healing spell because I only have 1 slot for Cure Wounds.
Randy's sending, and we died in the messenger.
So what Siegfried is going to do is he is going to run over to Miles while unstrapping his shield, just kind of like tossing it on top of Abraxas.
Oh.
Here, have some cover. Get down on my knees and cast my only spell, Cure Wounds. It's 1d8 plus my Wisdom mod because I took Druid. So 1d8 plus 1 hit point.
So he's healing Miles?
Yes.
All right, doesn't seem tactically. I'm not going to say anything.
I would have to
He's a
dash
little
to get
closer.
to you.
Oh, yeah. But I can heal. You know what I mean?
I can't get you up because if I dash, I can't cast my spell.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Am I rolling the d8 or yeah?
If you're casting it, yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Okay. Roll 1d8.
More than a 1. More than a 1.
Where the
Well, I mean,
Any
was a
amount
1.
is more than 0.
Yeah.
It
You're
does
currently
say,
at 0.
If you got 1, you're good. Start making
I
moves.
rolled 1, and then if it's the plus 1, so you got two hit points.
Yeah, it should be adding your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah.
What the hell happened?
You got shot. Get up.
You got shot.
All right, I'm up. Don't kick me.
Can you get Abraxas up?
As part of casting your spell, I'm going to say you pulled the arrow out of his chest.
Just like one hand on the arrow, one to the skies. Nature, forgive me for what I'm about to do. Yank.
I can try to
And you
bandage
got
him, but I don't think I can do much else.
So at
Anything's
at
better
this
than nothing.
point, what I'm going to do is let the other ones that are on the other side of the road go ahead and shoot again. And
my
I'm just going to
armor
do
class is now
one
16.
each for you three. And actually, before that, I'm going to say that Bell, upon seeing some of this, would have snapped out of something. And I'm just going to do a hand crossbow bolt shooting out for him. Actually,
My
if somebody else wants to
friends.
roll that, you're going to roll a d20 plus 5.
Let's see.
Anyone?
D20?
Bueller?
Bueller. Bueller.
Dry red eyes.
Bueller. 14, and then whatever mod.
Plus 5.
So
All right, so that's going to
19,
hit. Roll a
nice.
d6 plus 3.
D6. God damn, I should just stop rolling tonight. 1
All right.
plus 3 to 4.
We're going to be charitable and say that he shot the same one that you already hit with your hand axe. And so you hear the little twang of the hand crossbow off to the side, and that one goblin just like he's down. So the other two then are going to shoot, and we're just going to go with Miles and Arithmus. And we have for Miles, we have an 12. And 12.
I have 14, so I'm good.
Okay.
Miss.
And he had a shield over you too, so we're going to give you at least half cover for that.
Oh,
so you
I
definitely
tossed the shield over Abraxas.
Oh, all right. Sorry. Well, you're there too, so you're partial cover then.
Yay! I'm
And
big
then
boy.
The other one's coming at you, and that is a 6 plus 4, 10. So that's not going to hit.
He has to beat 16.
All right, then we go back to the top of the order again. Abraxas, give us another roll for a death saving
All
throw.
right.
Now, do you remember, Eli? Is it 3 successful ones that you're up?
Yeah.
Yeet.
Where you
Yeah,
got
it's
3 down.
3. Yeah, 3 success, and you're good. 3 fails, and you're dead.
Okay.
What do I need? 11?
I thought it was 10 or higher.
I was going to say, because I got a 10 this time.
He's on
I
the,
don't know.
Jason's on the road home now. He asked if everyone really died.
Not everyone.
We're on our way.
See, that's I got a 10 this time. That's what I'm wondering.
Hold on. I'm getting the...
Trying to look for dips.
Cool. Yeah, I felt like it was 10 or higher. In the meantime, though, we'll jump to
10 or higher.
Well, it's
10 or
actually
higher.
Eli looking it up.
Oh.
But I was,
It's 10 or
so it's
higher. I
actually
just looked it up.
It's actually stacked to your advantage then.
If your roll is
Yeah.
10 or higher, you succeed. Otherwise, you fail. Yeah, success.
There you go. so that's another success.
All right.
Siegfried,
Yay.
you're up now. There is 1 alive goblin on your side, 2 on the opposite side.
So my turn was just getting up that last time?
Yes.
All right. Good to know.
I'm going to say you regained your consciousness. You'll be ready to act this time,
Sounds good.
which will be right after the first goblin's act.
Usually I was done. I'm just double checking.
Okay, if I put myself between Abraxas's soon-to-be corpse and the nearest goblin,
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
am I within melee range of the goblin?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to put myself in that position with my hand axe.
Okay.
Die,
we got
scum!
this Facebook Messenger chat going. Jason says, "I missed one game and the party nearly KOs." Nice. Poor
Coming
guy.
at him with my hand axe.
If
Read
somebody
our
wants to
half-man.
send him a message, you can tell him that Bell
half-man.
inadvertently took out one of the goblins with a sand crossbow. What did you roll, Eli? I saw you just grabbing your face there.
It's not terrible. 9 plus 5, 14.
Oh, all right. That's going to hit.
Yeah.
Yay!
Just
More-
as a note, as far as goblins go, even when they have their shield, their armor class is 15. They do not have a shield
Oh, nice.
because they're using their bows.
My damage roll was 2 plus 3, 5.
Okay. So you are going to interrupt him from shooting this turn because that's a substantial hit to him. You're going to knock him off balance. He might drop the arrow that he had currently knocked. After that is the goblin group on the opposite side of the road. So this is 2 of them able to shoot arrows still. We're going to pick because Miles is getting up now, we're going to go with Miles and Arithnis again. I'm going to keep saying Arithnis and then Siegfried because I keep looking at the Zoom window and it's Arithnis in there. All right, I rolled the opposite of the B, which would be a 1 at this point. So that goblin is not about to hit you. The other one is a 6 plus 4 is 10. I think I rolled a 6 last time for the same guy. So arrows fly wide this time.
He's not very good.
Well, clearly they were lucky last time. I mean, they had a 1 in 20 chance, right?
Yeah.
And I did two of those. Next, so after the goblins on the right side was, I think it's Miles now.
All right. So I guess I'll try to bandage wounds. I don't have any skill in survival or medicine.
You could do that or finish taking out the goblin that Siegfried just hit.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that. That seems wiser to do and more up my speed. Okay. With the lack of medicine. Better idea.
Yeah,
just tossing my shield.
You got to lunge about 10 feet ahead of you and, whatever you want to attack with.
Yep. So I just picked back up the pickaxe. So.
Okay.
I thought it was a 1 for a second. 7, 8 altogether. So probably
not quite.
Could have been worse.
Yeah. So I mean, you just
much worse.
Yeah. It's a very simple miss. You went to swing at him. Maybe you're staggering a little bit still, and the pickaxe just goes wide.
Yeah.
After that,
blast it.
After that is that single goblin. He gets to. He's going to do that whole pull out a dagger and try and stab you because you're standing right there now.
Don't try it.
We have a 3 on the die, so no. He's done.
I would like to just backhand the dagger away from me, not out of his hand, just no, I said don't try it.
No more of that. Let's do Abraxas's saving throw.
Oh, God.
See if we get the 3rd in a row.
17.
There you go.
Nice.
So what happens after 3 successful saves in a row?
I believe they come up with 1 hit point.
Is that how it works?
I believe so. Let me see here.
Actually, yeah, I had it on the book here.
Okay. So we'll have that happening. And I'm going to do another roll for Bell to just shoot a crossbow bolt, hand crossbow bolt that way, because that's where everyone is on that side now. And he's got a 15. Actually, I was going to ask someone else to roll it, and I didn't, but he hit. So I guess that's good.
Yeah, I'm still at 0. I'm just stable. I'm not dying, but I'm unconscious at 0.
And Bell is going to do... Bell's going to finish off that goblin that Siegfried started. So now on that left side of the path where you guys all are, there are no more living goblins. There are 2 on the opposite side. And it is Siegfried's turn.
So now the only ones are across the way?
Yeah.
Are any of them within 30 feet?
We're going to say, yeah, you can reach one of them.
All right. In that case, I'm running up with my greatsword.
Go for
you
it.
You done frickled my jimmies, sonny.
Frickled my Jimmy?
Yes. Huh. It's a popular expression in Siegfried's hometown. It means
title.
that you have made me rather upset, and I'm going to punch you in the face about it.
Nice. So what do we got with that attack?
All right. I know I said I was going with my great axe, but I'm very tempted to actually just smack him. Yes, great sword. My bad.
Yeah.
No, I'll stick with my great sword. Yep. It's the smart thing.
No one ever accused you of that.
Woo! 9 plus 5, 14.
Nice.
That hits. That's going to hit. Yeah, because they're at a 13 right now.
Oh,
a shield is plus 2 AC, right?
Yes.
Okay. So they're at a 13.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. 1s or 2s, babies. Oh, even better. I got a 6 and a 4 plus 3, 13 damage to this one goblin.
My God. So you did about double what you needed to do. What does that carnage look like?
Okay. So I'm gonna say that this carnage. I'm getting mean with it.
This carnage is brought to you by
Yeah.
So
Raisin
Siegfried
grapes.
isn't going to take the greatsword out of its scabbard. He's just going to hold it from its scabbard.
Ah.
As he charges, he goes under the goblin, between the legs, catching with the guard, and just flips him over. Like in
so
a big,
he does that
big
little
overhead
squeal
swing,
of being lifted by the crotch.
and
then-
just getting embedded into the ground.
Or
crotch jump
pancake.
from maneuver.
Yep. Once that
Nice.
goblin is confirmed dead, I will then take out my greatsword.
Oh, he is confirmed dead. You hear his head splatter. And see it, for that matter.
Yep. So now I'm staring down this other goblin, greatsword in hand.
So
You frickled
With-
my jimmies.
because you just said that, I'm going to have you roll an intimidation roll.
You just snap, crackle,
'Cause
popped your
I
face.
was just about to have him roll a save against intelligence to see if he was going to run, but I want you to roll the intimidation roll.
If they're intelligent, they would not have came out of the woodworks to begin with.
Hey, they're more intelligent than Abraxas. We established that.
20 plus 2, 22.
All right. So not only does he turn to flee, but you hear the distinct sound of bowels being released as he decides
Disgusting.
to run away from you. And it was his action next, and his action is to run like 60 feet immediately in the opposite direction of where Siegfried is. At this point, whether you'll chase him or not, we'll drop out of initiative. And what's happening with Abraxas, guys? Who is going to help him out?
Yeah, I'm at 0. I don't get a hit point from another 1 to 4 hours. So.
I've done some quick bar helping people out, so I'll try my best to help bandage them up, see if that'll do anything with medicine.
Okay.
-1, so come on, red guy, don't fail me now.
That's not a good way to start a roll. I'm going to do my best to help him. -1.
So 2 minus 1 is 1.
Oh my gosh. You realize
First
it
line
is
die.
beyond your abilities before you even start.
I can't do this.
No.
I'm
Now,
sorry.
maybe
You hear
Siegfried
from
could help
across the
because he
way.
pulled the arrow out of
What do you
his-
mean?
I'm not trained for this. I'm a bard and a barkeep. I can't do this.
If you look at Siegfried, you can tell like he's looking back from you and the goblin running away, back to you, back to the goblin, back to you. Damn it!
There's a squirrel over there, but damn, my friend needs help.
So I'm going to go over and try to perform a medicine check.
Cool. Let's go for it.
+1.
Can I pull out my longbow and do a perception and see if I can see the dude running away?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a. You can definitely see him. Let's make an attack roll with disadvantage from this distance.
Ooh, 2 rolls. First roll 16, second roll 15. So +3 with each is
You're gonna
18.
hit.
That's my lowest.
You're gonna hit him.
Nice.
So, Siegfried, what's your roll for medicinal purposes?
7 plus 8.
7
This
plus
is a
8?
lot harder without 7 plus 1, 8.
Okay.
This is a lot
Plus
harder
8.
without a spell.
Oh, it's pretty
It
nice.
is.
What's the damage on a longbow?
1d8.
Death to Goblin.
Oh, okay.
We're just going to say
Goblins.
because you were able to hit him from this distance, you'll take him down.
I figured we just swap what we were doing.
And I think a longbow is 1d8, I think, anyway.
Yeah.
So at this point, we can say that we can take a short rest, because I think a short rest will get you, half your hit points? I can't remember what it is.
On a short rest, I believe you can spend a hit die as
That's it.
like you roll 1 of your hit die. So I think for the paladin, it's a D10.
Yeah.
And then he adds that to his hit points.
And add your constitution modifier. I'm
Yep.
going to do that. Whether it's in there or not, we're going to do that.
I'm not entirely certain. That's my rough idea of how it works.
Short rest is a period of downtime, at least 1 hour long, during which a character does nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, and tending to wounds. A
Oh,
character
he's
can spend
unconscious, so yes.
1 or more hit dice at the end of a short rest up to the character's maximum number of hit dice, which is equal to the character's level. For each hit die spent in this way, the player rolls the die and adds the character's constitution modifier to it. The character regains hit points equal to the total. The player can decide to spend an additional hit die after each roll. Character regains some spent hit dice upon finishing a long rest, as explained below. Oh, never mind. Didn't need that part.
So we can definitely settle the area now. It just, a 2 to 5 minute search between Belle, Siegfried, and Miles. You can tell there are no other goblins around. You can kind of make their camp your own to maybe lay a Brexus out there, maybe start up a fire or something, keep them warm, and then wait an hour to at least 1 hour for the short rest, right?
Are their arrows pretty much the same as mine? Because just pick up some up arrow. I'll just pick some more up. I'll just grab like 5.
And they were using short bows, if that matters. Wearing crappy leather armor, but leather armor nonetheless.
Goblin.
They each had spears or short bows and daggers.
Probably have a stash around here somewhere. I'm going to start snooping around these tree stumps and stuff around here.
Cool.
Good idea.
Tree stumps.
We'll do that, and we'll just say the hour passes long enough for the short rest. Do you have your D whatever ready there, Abraxas?
So
I don't know what your hit die is. Is it 12 or 10?
I want to say it's 10.
Well, your max hit points is 11, so it has to be a 10
Yep.
plus 1 for Constitution. Yeah.
before we start the short rest, I'm going to use my second wind ability to heal up for 4, because
Yes, good idea.
3 plus 1.
Miles
And then
needs
at the
to
end
do
of the
the
short rest,
rest
I
as well.
get that ability back.
Yep.
Miles needs to do the short rest as well because he's down to 2 hit
Economics.
points. And I think he's a D8. He only has a 9, so.
Yeah. 'Cause- and your Constitution's a plus 1. We're doing maximum hit points per level. So yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
So what'd you end up with, Chris?
6 points back.
Nice. More than
Which I
half.
can use my
Slightly
lay on hand.
more.
Well, I can use my lay on hands to get it back to normal.
Yeah, and you're probably going to have a long rest before much else happens. Because
Yep.
right now you're just resting in the goblin camp that you have forcibly taken over.
All right, I'm gonna heal myself then.
Yeah.
Up to max now.
Searching for stuff.
I got 5 back in case you're wondering.
Cool. That works. So in searching for stuff, it's actually not hard to find. In one of the tents, you find a small wooden, I was going to say footlocker, but smaller than that, a little coffer. And within that, there are a bunch of copper pieces, some silver pieces, and a few gems that I don't know if anyone here, their character is skilled in what gems might be worth, but there are a couple of different colored gems in there as well.
I don't know if the people that he clienteled would be rich enough to go and try to use gems as payment. So probably just gold, silver, copper.
It's something I'm sure Bell would look at, so we might pick that up with Jason when we get him back. So with that, we're going to say it's about 50, not just about, it's 50 copper pieces and 40 silver pieces in there. And also within the tents, you find a few what appear to be golden goblets, but kind of small. So
50
not
copper, 40
necessarily
silver?
big goblets, but you find 4 of those.
So
They look like
50
they're from
copper.
a set.
50 copper, 40 silver.
Yes, 50 copper, 40 silver. Put 3 different colored gems, and we can establish the colors as somebody decides to look at them or examine them. And then, like I said, 4 small gold goblets. They're dirty. They're goblin dirty, and what they had been drinking in them smells pretty horrible.
Ugh. You said these
Drinking
goblins
out of
had
them.
spears, right?
Yep. Yeah,
These
the
are-
goblins that were in the camp had spears, and those that did not burn, we're going to say there are let's say there are 4 left. 4
Oh, you have-
usable spears left.
I'm going to pass out each one of us a goblet to hold on to.
Nice. I'm gonna throw it in the bag. These goblin spears, are they goblin sized? Would I treat them as javelins?
I think a javelin. You could treat it as a javelin.
All right. I'll take 3.
Okay.
I have got to get some better armor. That sucked.
They're
Yeah,
not
tell me about
the
it.
most well balanced weapons, but you could throw them. I mean, you could chuck it hard enough to do damage to something.
Yeet. That's all I look for.
Cool. As far as your armor, it does look like the arrow found a spot that may have been weakened by previous usage or something, because that arrow shouldn't have penetrated like that.
Oh, geez. I'm going to check my locket, make sure it didn't get damaged by that. I didn't
I
think it
wish
went
I'd
that far
thought of
down.
that. I rolled a 20. Damn. But no, it didn't. Did not damage it. We're right near the time. I was kind of hoping Jason would try to join so I could tell him we're done.
That would be funny.
I saw him.
Hey guys, I'm on now. What's up?
That's Bell, not Jason.
Oh, yeah. I don't have
All
a
right.
Jason impression. I'm sorry.
Well, in the meantime, there's no surprise this time that I'm going to say this episode's over.
We check one
We
more thing
will
in the
pick
bag,
it
and it's the end of the episode.
Yeah, we will pick it up here in the Conquered Goblin camp next time we start up, and I'm sure Bell will have something to say. So we'll get to hear from him next time as well. In the meantime, we can wrap this one up, and we'll all say bye.
Bye-bye.
We survived.
This has
Boots.
been Eli, and my jimmies have been frickled.
Dragon boots.
The preceding podcast was brought to you by onejoeyoung. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.